Hi, this is Kellee Davis, giving my persuasive speech for Communications 111, why you should start now and invest in your future. And I want to start by playing a little music for everyone. Health costs are rising, so you should find a way to start investing in the future. If you wanted to save money, could you? For your future, could you? Do you know there are many opportunities out there where you can invest your money? Benjamin Franklin once said, "A penny saved is a penny earned." We are so wrapped up in materialistic things that we don't realize that people who are wealthy still are in debt. You should look at your monthly expenditures and look for things you don't really need, like that extra cup of Starbucks coffee or going out for dinner more than occasionally. Maybe you buy several extra clothes during the week. Over time, these non-essential items can add up. I am going to tell you the 3 best ways to invest your money in the future. First, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my own investments. I'm a half-time college student who works to pay bills, rent, and tuition, and then saves money to put in her Roth IRA. I can get it taken directly out of my checking account and put directly into my Roth IRA. I also have a health savings account, which is deposited into my American Fidelity account. On this chart, your needs should only be 50%, wants should be 30%, and you should be saving 20% of your income. Now back to me. So I also have a health savings account which I deposit into my American Fidelity in the sum of $230 a month, for a total of $2,760 a year. My job pays me to go to the doctor once a year and get my routine checkups. This is my secret to saving for the future. Here is my $230. For 1 year equals $2,760. Just think if you had a health savings account for 20 years, that would equal $55,200, plus you would have interest until you retire. The first way of saving money would be to open a Roth IRA. You can do this by going to your financial institution. There is usually no minimum amount to contribute, and it will grow tax-free. On this one, it's showing that age 25 is the teal. If you start at 25, you can end up with over $538,000 at retirement. If you start saving at age 35, you'll end up with $355,000. And at age 45, you could end up with $191,000, and that's at retirement. And that's benefits of starting to save earlier for retirement. There are many tax advantages, like investing in anything from stocks and bonds to real estate. You'll have until your tax deadline to set it up. There's a limit of $5,000 that can contribute for 2012. For example, Aaron Burt, a writer of Kiplinger, said, "If a 25-year-old contributes $5,000 each year until she retires and makes an average of 8% on her investments, she'll have $1.4 million by the time she retires at age 65. And there would be no fees from the government as long as she waits until she retires. If the account has been open for 5 years, the IRS will let you borrow up to $10,000 per person for a Roth IRA from your Roth IRA tax-free to purchase a house. Also, you can take out contributions to cover college tuition, but those are taxed. Also, you can take out contributions over college tuition. Roth IRAs have a rule about how much income you can have. A single person would need to make less than $110,000. And a married couple need to make less than $173,000. Bert explains that when you're starting to invest, a Roth should be your first step, unless an employer offers a match 401k contribution. Here's your return on your investment. The second way to put money into a 401k account. This helps lower the state and federal taxes a person might have to pay. Employers will match contributions on a pre-tax basis. If you start at age 25 and you contribute, you can end up with $1 million or $2 million at retirement. Daniel Solon, the author of Smartest 401k book you'll ever read, explains that there is a maximum limit amount you can contribute that is $17,000 a year. If you are age 50 or older, you may also make an additional catch-up contribution of $5,500 per year. Contributions are tax deferred and they are taken out of your paycheck, and then you are taxed when you withdraw any money. But a person can borrow on it for up to 5 years or buy a primary residence. At age 70, you can start getting distributions. The third way is to open a health savings account if your employer offers it. More than 13.5 million people have an health savings account, according to Health Savings Account Census released to American health insurance plans. That's a jump of more than 2 million in the past year. And here's just the maximum deductible for health savings account. If you're single, is $2,700, and for a family is $5,400. How does a health savings account compare to a 401k or an IRA? Workers like you and me can grow their retirement nest eggs using tax-free savings accounts. And here's our retirement nest eggs. First, the health savings accounts. The health savings account is better post-retirement because health care costs are expected to escalate rapidly. Your money can be kept in FDIC insured, $6,250 per family, and there's $3,100 per person that you can contribute per year to your health savings account. You can use it for your spouse. You can pay qualified medical expenses now or save it for later. At 65, you can use it for non-medical purposes. There's no penalty. You're covered for regular exams and preventative care. You can spend, save, or invest. The money you save can be used for your spouse and any dependents tax-free. You can make tax-free withdrawals from qualified medical expenses. If you use money on anything that is not qualified medical expenses, you will pay income tax on it. At age 65, you can spend the money on non-medical items without incurring a 20% penalty. And if you're looking here at this chart, this is the health savings account. Here, that's a traditional IRA, which we are not talking about today. Here's another health savings account versus the Roth IRA. Just gives you a little bit more detail. And even though you have a high deductible, you are covered 100% for all preventative care. That's very important. Now that you know a little bit about these 3 different ways in investing, I hope you think about your future needs for when you retire. Remember, Social Security may not be around by the time you retire. People are going to need some kind of health insurance after they retire. Here's a picture of Las Vegas. So you can save money. And the typical monthly insurance when retired is $552 a month per person, and under 65 is $227 per person. And that's per month, just for health insurance. And that is not cheap. And I hope you have thought about each of these investments and what you can do to contribute. Contribute each month to improve your retirement living situation, whether or not it's a 401k, Roth IRA, or a health savings account. I would like to leave you a quote to think about from Jonathan Clemens. Retirement is like a long vacation in Las Vegas. The goal is to enjoy, it is to be fullest, but not so fully that you run out of money. And there's our credits. And I would like to thank you for listening to my speech.